I feel like in about 3 to 4 months, I think Boosie will go out on his own. However, I think he'll double back because I think this content creation space is a lot harder than people could imagine.
I ain't do Vlad no more. We couldn't come up with a agreement. He ain't want to pay me. I wanted 5,000 more than he wanted to pay me. He didn't want to pay me, so I think I'm gonna make more money doing it this way. And I'm editing my interview now.
I don't know what time it is. Let's talk about it.
Oh, yeah, I get ready. Just 7 months. Let's go.
I want to say I hope that Boosie does find some success in doing his interviews on his own. But however, after doing some research on this, Vlad had admitted to paying Boosie $25,000 per interview, meaning to just sit down and talk to a guy for 2 hours, you get 25 grand. So Boosie goes back and he wants an extra 5,000. That's $30,000. Also in the Vlad interview I watched, he said that over a period of time, Boosie's value has gone down. So it's like you want this increase. However, your views have dropped by 15 or 20%. And also stated that Vlad was only making 35,000 off the Boosie interview and paying him out 25. So he was collecting 10 grand off the interviews. I think in this situation, it would have been smarter for Boosie to keep doing the interviews with Vlad while simultaneously doing his own interviews or starting his own channel, which I've been screaming from the rooftop 3 years before he even decided to go this route. He's going to see real fast that the way the algorithm works, that you have to build platforms and things of that nature over time. And so what happened in this situation is that Boosie was on a major platform because Vlad has built out that platform. He does these interview videos, and YouTube knows what to serve the people based off the history of Vlad TV. And people actually want to hear Vlad ask Boosie questions. I feel I want Boosie to be successful, but I feel like when he does the interviews, hopefully they'll do good, but I don't necessarily think they're going to do good. I think they're more than likely going to hit wood just because him and Vlad have created a chemistry. And this is pretty much just about a business decision. I don't see why he couldn't have done. I'm going to take that 25 and invest in doing my own podcast or doing my own sit down, because now he's going to incur costs, startups, and getting views on YouTube is just not the easiest thing in the world. However, with them going back and forth, I'm guessing that'll give Boosie a little bit of steam because people will be looking forward to hear what he got to say. However, he keeps popping up talking, which is taking away from the steam of him launching his own podcast or his own interview series. So I really don't know. And even the whole thing of paying people to sit down to talk, Vlad created that due to the fact that there was the pandemic, people weren't getting paid, artists weren't getting paid, and he was making a killing. During the pandemic, everybody was eating off social media. It's not the same anymore. However, he incentivized these people because he looked at the upside. He said, look, if I can buy these people off and then they're exclusive to my platform, that's a win for me. So you started to see less and less celebrities doing interviews. They want to get paid as well. And I started to notice that. You started to notice you didn't see, because people just typically do the podcast for free. But now podcasting has become a revenue space for artists because, to be honest with you, I think some of them making more doing the podcast than they are doing shows. Now, Boosie even talked about he was making $100,000 a weekend or something like that. Kudos to that. He said he was doing features. I made a comment on Instagram. People call me a hater just because I made a comment saying, well, I just don't see where, if I'm a struggling rapper or up and coming rapping with one of these cities, that I'm giving this man 15 or 20,000 for a feature on my album and I'm making that money back. I don't see that in this world of 2026. I could be wrong. Now, a lot of people push back on me. Man, you just a hater, whatever, but I'm just calling a spade. I think Boosie should call collecting money from these people what it is. It's just very expensive meet and greets at this point to me. So I don't know. I feel like in about 3 to 4 months, I think Boosie will go out on his own. However, I think he'll double back because I think this content creation space is a lot harder than people could imagine. You do stuff like this video probably on my channel with 87,000 subscribers. Even if I'm putting out, man, y'all, most of my subscribers don't even see the videos. Nobody's subscribers even seeing the videos because the thing has shifted to interest media. So I really don't know. If he hasn't developed a channel and the channel will have to learn what people want to see, where it wants to go, I don't know. I wish him the best, but who knows? Tell Boosie to call me.